Numerology. Numerology is the study of numbers, the belief being that every number has an energy, it has a vibration and a rhythm behind it. There are many, many different schools of numerology. There is Chaldean, there is Chinese, there is Kabbalistic numerology, and many more. But today we're going to be talking about the Pythagorean numerology. This is one of the most popular forms of numerology used in the Western world. Pythagoras, you may have heard of him, or maybe you've not, was a very famous mathematician, and he developed this system and was one of the founding fathers of the Western tradition associated with numerology. So we're going to talk today about what numerology is, how you can work with it, and what the main ingredients are to looking at numerology. Numerology at its core can support us to examine the inner nature and the rhythms of our life, along with recognizing the limitations and the opportunities available for us. Once we start to explore our numerology, we can delve deep into those mysteries of our life, of our personality, and of maybe even also our purpose here on the earth. If you've been drawn to numbers, or have seen numbers before, or feel like you quite like the energy of a number, numerology is something really interesting to check out. It can help you understand not just yourself, but other people in your life, how you relate to them, how you connect with them, and certain houses or homes that you might be living in with certain numbers associated with them. Numerology can also help us look at the ingredients, the energetic ingredients of a situation as well. So today we're going to cover the numerological chart, the basics of it. There is a lot more to this, but today, just for simplicity's sake, we're going to cover the basics around numerology. Numerology incorporates 12 numbers, 1 to 9, and the master numbers 11, 22, and 33. There are more, but like I say, for simplicity's sake, we're just going to stick to these ones. The numbers 1 to 9 really represent the main energies, the main rhythms in numerology. And we're going to briefly touch on those. And the master numbers are associated with the energy of the original numbers, but with a more powerful energy or a powerful approach. So master is like a charged up number and is associated with the number 11, 22, and 33, and is more drawn to spiritual growth and higher learning as well. So let's get involved into and break down how numerology works and how we can look at a numerological chart. So if you want to discover your numerology, numerology allows you to look at different ingredients. So we can look at your name, and we can look at the numerology associated with that. We can look at your date of birth. We can also look at the date of a certain event or a time in your life. So let me just briefly mention how we can look at numerology very simply, starting with a date. So today, 17th of August 2021. If we want to look at the numerology of that day, all we have to do is add up the numbers. 1 plus 7 plus 8 plus 2 plus 2 and plus 1. So when we break that down, we're going to get a single digit, or a master number 11, 22, or 33. So in numerology, it's all about breaking down the number sequence. So for the sake of this video and today's date, we will look at this. So we'll have 1 plus 7, which is 8, plus 8, which is 16, which gives us a 7. Going then to the year 2021, which adds to a 5, we then put the 7 with the 5, and then we get the number 12. So today is a day 12, and that would break down again to 3. So we have the energy of a day 3. 3 being the number of communication, creativity, and inspiration. So that's a simple way in which we can work and look at the numerology of the day. If we want to look at our life path in our chart, then we would add up all the numbers in our birthday, month, and year. So this is called the life path or birth path in your numerological chart. So if you want to find out what life path number you are, you would add up all those numbers. So for example, my birthday, 18th of April, 91. So we would add up 1, 8, plus 4, plus 1, plus 9, plus 9, plus 1. And we would add all those numbers up. And as I know, because I know my numerology, it is a number 6. So this is my life path number. The life path gives us indication as to what we are drawn to, and also it gives us a great awareness around what main themes or karmas or lessons or learnings we're going to be going through throughout our lifetime. So life path gives us that great vision and understanding as to what we're doing here and what those big themes, big learnings and common sort of patterns or cycles are in this lifetime. So this is great if you want to get understanding and looking at what the bigger picture is of your life and what learnings you will go through here. So next up in the numerological chart, we have 5 main ingredients in a basic numerological chart. One being the life path, which we just mentioned or looked at. The second being the expression number. The expression number looks at how you express yourself. It looks at what you're drawn to, connecting with, and what you're drawn to, showing up with in life. And it's also how people see you and what energy you give off. To find out your expression number, you would add up the numbers, all the numbers in your full name. Now, very similar to the system of adding up numbers, what we would do in this case is look at how each letter relates to a number. And in this, talk today, I'm going to be looking at the Pythagorean tradition of numerology and how the numbers relate. There are different traditions which work with slightly different variations of the number sequence around the letters. But to keep it simple, we're working with the Pythagorean numerology. So each number is assigned each letter is assigned a number. So we have the number 1, which is assigned to A, J, and S. 2 assigned to B, K, and T, and 3, C, L, and U, and so on and so forth. So this is the way we would work the numerology sequence. We would add up all those numbers associated with the letters. First, we would find out what the letter is, what the number is of each letter in your full name, and then we'd add them all up, and that would give you your expression number. The third ingredient in the numerology chart is what's called the soul urge. It's what your soul urges for. It's what you have that deep desire for, and it's also who you are on a deeper level. It's that aspect of you that maybe people don't know, maybe you're not aware of, but it's that aspect of you that's going on within yourself very deeply. So you don't often show this, but this is a side that is really you. So to find your soul urge, you would add up the vowels in your full name. So firstly, you would separate the vowels, take all the vowels out of your full name, and then you would look at the numerology with each of those letters and add them all up. This will give us the indication and understanding of what it is you really have deep desire for in this earth. So for me, for example, my soul urge is 5, which means I like freedom and like adventure and travel. So that is very important to me. Even though I might not show that, it's what I have a deep urge for. Challenge being, for me, with this number, is to, recognize that you can have freedom as well in, all circumstance and situation in life. So there can be positives and negatives with each number. For example, the number 5 that I have as my soul urge can help me, find freedom and expression, but it can also make me feel a bit stuck sometimes and hold back from commitments. So that could be a downside. So recognizing your soul expression can help you understand better why you function in a certain way or why you don't function in certain ways, and recognize what your limitations are and what the opportunities are for growth. So soul urge is one of those ones that I really like and can really help us get a deeper understanding of our unique identity that often we don't show others and we sometimes find challenging to connect with. Fourthly, we have the next thing, which is the birthday number. The birthday number is simply the day you're born on. So for me, I'm born on the 18th, and 18 adds to 9. 1 and 8 adds to 9. So 1 and 8 adds 9. So the 9 energy is the birthday number for me. But when we look at your birthday number, we're looking at what that number is, the day you're born on. Some numerologists don't look at this. They don't see this as that important. I tend to, and I think it's interesting. The birthday number allows us to get a sense of what aspect of life, you really feel the affinity for. In my case, mine's then adds to the number 9, which is associated with the hermit. This is about hermetic knowledge. This is about, spiritual seeking. This is about, really not learning and study, and associated a lot with spiritual things. So that's just one way we can read it. It can also be associated with being a little bit introverted and introspective. And I totally agree with that. I like to describe myself as an introverted extrovert, because underneath a lot, I am very introverted. So this number can give you answers and insight into what aspect and what themes you're drawn to, and how you like to show up in your life. And finally, we have the personality number. The personality number helps us understand our personality. It helps us get insight into, what personality, what personally we feel, and what our personality, is drawn to or connected with. To find the personality number, we would add all the other numbers, take out the vowels, and we would add up all the other the letters, so the consonants. And we would add up the numerology associated with the consonants of the full name. That then gives us the personality number, helping you understand your personality better. So those are the main ingredients in the numerological chart. But I'm going to share one, sort of special one as well that doesn't get spoken about a lot. And that is the manifestation number. So once you've found out your life path and your your life path and your expression number, you can then add those two up. So the manifestation number is looking at your life path, so all the numbers with your full birthday, and then all the numbers with your full name. Add those two up together, and this gives you what we call the manifestation number. So this looks at what you want to manifest, what you want to create, and shows you how and in which way you create in life. This is an extra additional, ingredient to numerology that I also like to touch on and show clients to work with and connect to. So overall, numerology is a great way of connecting, getting deeper insight with our life, with the rhythms of life. And it's particularly good to understand and recognize how the energy is affecting us. We can also look at the energy of the personal years, so how this year, this numerological year will be impacting you. We can look at the global years as well. So it's really limitless in which way we can explore. But I recommend, if you're drawn to learning about numerology, get familiar with your numerological birth chart first. Then start exploring, and looking at other people's numerology charts, and then looking at different events or, numerologies of certain years and times. This can really be quite an exciting and interesting experience to get deeper insight and understanding into the rhythms of life. My name's Aldo, and I have been introducing you very briefly to the wide, and vast subject of numerology. And I've really enjoyed, sharing this with you. Hopefully you have also, enjoyed and learned a little today. Thank you so much.